when we started this movie, we started with different kind of motion control camera, where I mean we could not save multiple takes.
We loved it so much that eventually ended up buying it, and it's going to stay in India for now for other filmmakers to use it. Deliver fan in 11 months, and we apparently delivered Zero in say 15 months. So we do not have that kind of budget.
The real weakness is that the people today don't know what visuals are. They think that the software will create the visual.
Hi, this is Ketan.
Hi, this is Harry.
Arjun.
You're watching
Bollywood
Hungama.
Bollywood Hungama.
Alright, so finally we have with us the team of Red Chillies VFX, Haresh Ingorani, Ketan Yadav and Arjun Mitra. This is the team that was behind Zero, the incredible VFX of Zero, and we'll talk about that. Like having you guys on Bollywood Hungama. And if you could please tell us first of all that how do you guys just break down the various aspects of VFX of Zero, because there was Baua and there were other aspects, the entire space element that was there. So how do you guys just break it down amongst you guys?
So when we understood the scope of work, I mostly handled the production part of it. So as a VFX producer, there's so many tasks to to break it down into, and how much the team tries, who's gonna do. So that was basically what I would and my team would do. And Harry and Arjun are from the creative side, so Arjun mostly handled the entire visual effects which were required. Most of the Boba and the other VFX were also handled by Harry. So Harry was predominantly doing a lot of, because he was also there throughout the shoot as well. So we needed somebody back in studio to make sure the concepts and the storyboards and the previs or the creatives have to be taken care of. So that's where Harry and Poa come into play.
Okay, and Arjun, if you can please tell us something about where exactly you came into the picture.
I came about in January last year, and yep, I think Harry was on the shoot all the time, so as Ketan said, we needed somebody here to make sure things are rolling right. So yep, so it's been a year-long experience.
Okay, so what is your contribution?
Just to make sure, essentially, I think all our contributions are finally just to make sure everything runs right. Be it from the production side, be it from the creative side, or whichever angle, looking after at the shoot aspect. My specific task was to make sure that the VFX didn't look like VFX, finally.
Yep. Seamless.
So apart from Boba, there was a lot of other VFX, like the space launch sequence is there, the Zero G is there. There's a whole training module in US where SRK trains, and most of it is all CGI, which they were shot on chroma and on sets where there were set extensions and complicated machineries and space stuff has to be put in. That's where Poa actually came into picture and actually designed the entire look and the feel of the entire processes, training, montage, or wherever the set extensions were required to make it cinematically, really beautiful.
Okay, I think a lot of people, they'll be keen on just knowing about Baua's character, because that's something that everyone marveled at, that how do you just create the dwarf, and it looked so real.
It all started with the idea, like Anandji had come here to kind of see our reel. We just completed Fan at that time, and we were going through Flory movie. So he had an idea, he said, I want to make SRK as dwarf, 4.5 feet. So then we said, okay, I mean, it's pretty difficult. And the idea challenging was, like they had gone through some Hollywood studios where they kind of told them, okay, well, I mean, this can be only done with face replacement. So they will use a stand-in instead of SRK, and then kind of shoot SRK separately and take his face and put it on dwarf. But then the idea was, because being in India, we kind of connect with our actors. So in doing that, obviously, completely people won't connect only. People will know. Then what's the point of doing it? So the idea was to kind of use SRK. And then we said, okay, give us some months. Let us do some tests. So what we did, we started using old footages of Chennai Express, Jab Tak Hai Jaan by Yashraj, and the movie
Dilwale.
So we did some tests, and that really worked out well. So we got a little confidence. Yeah, I mean it can be done by using real SRK. And then idea came out, how do we do it, because the whole film is going to be emotional. Like Anand Rai's films, if you see, they are like emotional films and all this. There are a lot of scenes between actors. So the most important thing was like, the island needs to match during dialogues and all that. So if kind of we tell our actors to kind of look up or look down, then it becomes very difficult to perform. So that's why if you see a whole film, all the actors have really performed well.
अब तो दुनिया से उठेंगे आपके चक्कर में।
Started thinking about how do we do that. So then we calculated the height, what's the difference. So we created those boxes, square boxes, where we made our set, always 2 feet higher. So SRK could stand between the boxes, and everybody else can stand on the boxes. So that's how the island was matching in the scenes. And certain parts initially when we thought we might replace his lower body in VFX, but then it became really complicated. And then we said, okay, we have like 1.5 years to complete this, and film has to release on Christmas. So we said, okay, what we can do, we can just open those boxes. If we can see his feet, then we can make him short. It'll be easier. So that's why the whole system came out like Lego. So there were like multiple boxes of 2 by 2. So we could place it and kind of fill it. You open it, make SRK stand there, and the other actors can act with him.
Right.
During songs, we had to cover all the boxes, so we could not see his legs. So what we did basically had to be done in CGI at that time. So what we did, we had certain cameras like witness cameras inside those boxes where we could get his body movement, leg movement. So that we had to replicate it later on. Those cameras, then couple of cameras we had basically beside the master camera, where we wanted to capture his body angle, different angles. Like if his hand is overlapping his body, once you shrink it, so the area that's gone completely. So you need to regenerate the area. So for that we were placing couple of cameras left and right to get that angle right. So the shirt movement and everything could be real. So we have not like used plates, static plates and replaces. So we have used all the real elements basically by capturing it in other cameras. And this process, like every time we were shooting, it required like taking 5 plates. So once we take the master take, then after that obviously kind of you put the pits, open the pits, take the master take, then fill up those pits and shoot it again with same camera move. And the third pass used to be basically the overlap area of SRK whenever he was moving hands. So we wanted kind of his body to be seen in the camera. So he used to kind of act it out by moving his hand out, and he used to do whole scene with hands out.
Right.
And the fourth take, what we did basically, like around 1500 artists work on this movie, and 600 people were like working here in our office. So what we did basically for them to understand how much we need to shrink him. So we had a stand-in. So we had like 4.5 guy who was kind of always there. So we used to shoot after the master take. We used to repeat same way, we shoot him exactly, and that used to become a reference for other people who were working on Bahua.
Wow.
And the fifth plate, what we had, like if SRK is overlapping on the other actors, so you need information of those guys. So they used to act it out without him. So the whole information can be captured by camera. So that's the fifth plate. And the last plate which we had for the, if we are kind of doing any set extension or any CGI elements, like most of the time we kind of created these shoes in VFX because rounding was not happening correctly. So for that we were capturing everything on chrome ball, which used to give us the lighting 360 degrees, which used to re-simulate and create the CGI elements. Every time we had like 5 to 6 plates. And to do that, obviously, when we started this movie, we started with different kind of motion control cameras, where I mean we could not save multiple takes. We could only save one take. So then idea came, what do we do after first schedule? We kind of went to New York. At that time IFA was happening, and Ketan found out one person has Techno Dolly. So we brought Techno Dolly here, which we have shot it here mostly in the whole film. Because if you would have shot it without technology, it would have taken more time. But
Yeah, and
with
you wouldn't have
technology
got
really
the
helped.
shots we wanted. You know,
Right.
the versatility and the scope of shots which we wanted. We would not have been able to get it from the other motion capture devices which are available in India because they are really basic and small, and the capabilities are not that much. So yeah, we did got that equipment in India, and we loved it so much that eventually ended up buying it, and it's going to stay in India for now for other filmmakers to use it.
As you mentioned about the Dory part, so in totality, what are the sort of new technologies that you experimented with in Zero? Any new technology that you experimented
Yes, so the first one was definitely this equipment we already spoke about. And well, on the hardware infrastructure side, of course, the entire petabytes of storage had to be added. Some 2000 watt render farms were used, you know, for almost a year and a half. 58 studios were used to finish this project worldwide. Almost 1600 artists working like almost for a year and a half. So yeah, apart from that, the indigenous technique which took us 6 months to develop to make Boa possible, like Harry said, if SRK could not act it out, then there's no challenge or point in him doing this film or we doing it, because the body language would never match. So to make him do this role and make him look like a dwarf, there were a lot of indigenous proprietary things which we had done in-house to make it possible. And there was a pipeline which was set where we identified that the entire film he had to be rotoed out, he had to be, the background had to be cleaned out.
Like everything, a whole film is shot on chroma. So the areas which, like especially his legs, they don't overlap on the chroma. So they kind of overlap on the ground. So it had to be masked out completely for him to make him shrunk. So that was the whole idea. So the whole, as Ketan is saying, there were 2000 shots. So everything had to be rotated out for us to kind of start working.
So unless those studios who do that do not deliver those rotomasks to us, we could not start the creative process, because the entire creative process was executed at Red Chillies VFX, especially of Boa and a lot of other sequences. So they were the starting point. So we had to identify those studios. So we very smartly understood that the 2D to 3D converging studios would normally do a lot of rotoscopy and paint. They're the best studios to do this kind of work. So we started giving those initial sequences and shots to them. Once they give us back the output is when we would start our creative process. So it was like a jigsaw puzzle. It was like a game of chess as to what starts when, what comes in when, what we execute and send it out. So it's like we were like 2,800 odd shots which we worked on the film.
And every shot had like 5 plates. So
Yeah.
like nearly 10,000 plus shots.
For example, if we can talk about say one particular scene, maybe just put it across simply for the audience. So the kiss between Katrina and Shah Rukh. So how do you execute that?
So this we did
Babita
at actual location. So we didn't build the set. So obviously now what we did this time, we created empty pits. So pits were there. So we asked everybody to stand on the pit. So Katrina was actually standing on the pit, and then SRK was standing on the road. That's how we did. So island could match. So those pits are actually difference of the height of Boa and SRK. That's the size of the pit which he created. So the island matches. So his height is correct.
Okay, and that's how you.
Yeah.
So when you put Katrina on a podium, she automatically becomes taller comparatively to SRK, and we bring the whole thing down back so that it looks like
So
SRK
certain
shot.
times what we used to do kind of, we used to capture the background plate by moving the camera down by those many inches, That's how we got the background. So, and because we were shrinking in the whole film, it had to be everything had to be shot on chroma.
Okay, now, so when you're shooting for these scenes, and you said that you were present on the sets all the time, what are your inputs to the cameraman, to the DOP?
Mainly, see, we worked as per the scenes. So slowly, it all started, because this was such a new film. So we didn't get enough time to do R&D on it. Like, besides, we did some tests and all that. But then the whole learning curve happened during shoot only. So we're going shot by shot, okay, this shot has this kind of problem, he's on knees, or he's standing, if he's sitting, then what difference is going to be. So everything we started calculating DOP. That's what happened. So DOP was also kind of, Manu Anand. was very good, and his equation and calculation was pretty good. So that really helped, and
Yeah,
we
he-
worked together on fan.
Yes. So
So the depot was
Equation
there.
was
So
there.
the equation was there.
hi, this is Ketan.
Hi, this is Harry.
Arjun,
You watching
You're watching Bollywood.
Bollywood Hungama.
Bollywood Hungama.